back to another Thursday Live. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Lisa. I am your certified personal trainer, nutritionist, hormone specialist, and faster way to fat loss coach. I have been in the health and fitness field for 17 years, which means I have tried every single protein powder that is out on the market. So today I'm going to do a deep dive into what protein powders there are on the market, which ones are my favorite, so that you don't have to waste your hard-earned cash like I did and have a closet full of disgusting protein powders. I have thrown so many protein powders away because they are just nasty. Like, they never should have made it to market. I don't know who taste tested those things, but they're gross. So let me break down all the different protein powders, which ones I feel are best, and put all of your questions below. All right, first off, we have your basic whey protein powder. This is, I think, what most people probably think of when you hear protein powder. Whey protein powder is like milk. So if you think of it that way. So if you have an issue with milk, you're going to have an issue with whey protein powder. A lot of people don't realize that whey is milk-based. And so I have a lot of clients that come to me and they're like, I have a sensitivity to dairy, but every time I take my protein powder, I'm getting bloated. And come to find out, it's because they use a whey-based protein powder. So I do not recommend whey-based protein powder just because so many people, I would say over half of the clients I work with have a sensitivity to dairy. And so I don't recommend whey. If you like whey though, and you don't have an issue with it, then you can continue to take whey. Okay, so the next one is grass-fed beef isolate. This is different than whey. People get these confused. Grass-fed beef isolate protein powder is basically like a ground up steak in a protein powder form. Now, it doesn't taste like that. Believe me, they've got lots of different flavors. It tastes delicious, especially the one that I'm going to recommend. But it is a beef isolate, so it's dairy-free. It does not come from the milk. It actually comes from like grinding up the cow. So you're like basically eating a ground up steak. So it's gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, soy-free, basically all allergen-free. So it's very allergy-friendly. I highly recommend a grass-fed beef isolate. You just have to make sure you're reading your label, because I have found some grass-fed beef protein powders that still have whey in them. So make sure to read the labels. You do not want anything with whey in it. The one that I recommend is completely nut-free and all allergen-free. It blends well, tastes delicious, comes in 6 different flavors. So if you want the link to any of the protein powders I am going to recommend, just comment protein below and I'll send you my links so that, again, you don't have to waste your hard-earned cash trying out all of these protein powders. I already did it for you. Okay, so the next protein powder is soy. So there is soy protein powder, which kind of is like a plant, but a lot of people put them in different categories. So we'll talk about them differently here today too. So soy protein comes from soy. It got a bad rap about, like kind of in the 80s and early 90s, because there was a study done on GMO soy, which is good to clarify, that it was causing breast cancer in people. That study has been debunked, so just one, know that. 2, understand that if you're going to take soy protein powder, it needs to be non-GMO. So you need to be taking non-GMO soy if you're going to take soy protein powder. Non-GMO means it's non-genetically modified. That's what we don't want. We don't want genetically modified things inside our body. So make sure, again, you're reading the labels. I do take a non-GMO soy protein powder every once in a while, because the one that I take has 6 grams of fiber in it, has prebiotics in it, so it's great for gut health, has some additional vitamins and minerals in it. So I really kind of get like complete nutrition in my smoothie that I'm making. It tastes great, blends well. I love the different flavors it comes in. I think it comes in 4 or 5 different flavors. It has seasonal flavors, which I like as well. So that is a great one. Again, if you want links to anything, just drop the word protein below and I'll send you all the links to the ones that I recommend, so you don't have to waste your hard-earned cash trying out various protein powders. Okay, the next one would be plant-based protein powders. Now again, soy is a plant, so technically it's plant-based, but a lot of people put them into two different categories. Plant-based protein powder is generally like pea protein, hemp protein, nut-based protein. So again, you want to read your label. Plant-based protein, I have not found one that really tastes good. I have one company I have found that I will get a plant-based protein powder from every once in a while. And that one is pretty good. But all of the rest on the market I have tried, and they are disgusting. They're really gross. Because, let's be real. Do you want to go like nibble on grass? Like, no, that's why us humans don't eat grass. It doesn't taste that great, right? And that's basically what's in your plant protein powder. So I've tried it all. I know some of you are going to comment. You're going to be like, oh, I love this one. I love this one. We all have different tastes and preferences. I will just say that. I do not love any plant powder I have tried, okay? The other thing I don't like about plant-based proteins is they generally have a lot more calories, carbs, and sugar in them because they have to add things to them in order to make them taste good or taste better, I guess, than they are, which I don't like. I want clean protein powder. I don't want stuff in mine. I just want it to be very clean, which is why I recommend grass-fed beef isolate. It's clean. There's nothing else in it. It is straight up your protein. It's 20 grams a scoop, and you can choose to use a full scoop, 2 scoops, whatever it is you need to hit your protein macros. But again, with plant-based, you're going to want to read the labels. You don't want something that's super high in sugar, super high in carbs, or has a lot of filler and additives in it. So just make sure you're reading your labels on anything that you're going to get. I also will say this. I have a lot of people that tell me they don't want to spend a lot of money on protein powder. Here's a little tip for you. That $18 stuff you're buying at Target is full of crap. It's full of filler. It's full of artificial flavor and sweetener. That's why it's $18. So I understand that you have a budget and you have to work within your budget. But sometimes buying a cleaner product that it might be a little bit more expensive, it is going to be better for your body. You're not going to be putting all those chemicals in your body. Your gut will thank you. You're not going to be bloated. You're going to feel better. And my links will give you 15% off. So if you want to try anything that I recommended, make sure to drop the word protein below. So not only do you get 15% off if you choose to buy anything, but it's just a great way for you to see what I'm recommending. Because again, 17 years in this industry, I have spent thousands and thousands of dollars on protein powder and have thrown most of them away. And I don't want you to have to go through that either. So drop the word protein below to get my recommendations on protein powder. I hope this helped you kind of understand the differences in protein powder and which ones you might want to try next. And if you have any further questions on my 6-week nutrition program where we talk all about macros and how much protein you should be eating to hit your fat loss goals, just send me a DM and let's chat. Have a great day, everyone.